Hi, this is Dr. Roy Kim. I'm a board certified plastic surgeon in the United States, and I'm here with my friend, Dr. Caroline Kim, who's a board certified plastic surgeon in Munich. So, how are you doing?
Hi, I'm fine, thanks. Thanks for the
Good.
invitation to this
Of
interview,
course.
Roy.
So, one of the cool things is that Dr. Caroline Kim is very well known in Germany in international circles. I met her in Korea, actually, at a plastic surgery conference, and she is putting together the very first German Korean aesthetic face meeting, which will be held in Munich, Germany in February 22nd and 23rd. So great seeing on video. What gave you the idea for this German Korean aesthetic face meeting?
It will be really a one of its kind event, I think, Roy. The idea was, well, actually, I'm half Korean. My name is Kim, like yours, and I've been interested in Korean aesthetic medicine for the last years, and we all know that South Korea is the epicenter of aesthetic medicine, or one of the capitals right now. So everybody observes what happens in South Korea concerning aesthetic medicine. And yeah, I found it interesting. I followed it. I got to know a very nice colleague of us, Dr. Kim Jong-so, who is the leader of the Botox Filler Thread group, the Korean Society. And we met, and he suggested that we should connect the two societies, the German Society and the Korean Society. And actually, at the Congress, where we also met last year or 2 years ago, in 2 weeks, there will be again the Congress in South Korea, and we will sign the MOU between the German and the Korean Society. And I wanted to put not only to have a contract, but to put things into practice. So I suggested that as first step, we should do a meeting together. And so we invite famous Korean aesthetic surgeons, but also international surgeons, German experts from Munich next year to join us for the very first Korean-German aesthetic face meeting.
Well, that sounds great. I mean, I met you and you definitely are very knowledgeable about aesthetics, not just surgery, but all the non-invasive treatments. And thanks for discussing the inspiration. So Munich's a beautiful city. Of course, it sounds like it's your hometown. So what made you select
Right.
Munich as the venue for your first meeting?
Munich is definitely one of the most beautiful cities in Germany. You will see it, and I will show you around. I think it's also in the center of Europe, and if you wish, if you want, even in the center between US and Asia. And I think it's a good place to start this meeting. We have also for those who can stay a little longer, we have a lot to see. We have very picturesque surroundings. We have rich cultural heritage. And yeah, I think it's a good place to start. But next time, maybe, if we continue the conference, we can go on to Seoul or even to San Francisco.
Oh, sounds wonderful. Now, what are the main topics that you'll be going over at the German Korean aesthetic face meeting?
Well, I counted today. We will have actually 14 sessions in 2 days with over 40 speakers. So I think it will be a quite tight schedule, but really highly interesting. I think we will have 4 sessions only on facelift. We will discuss the new procedures, whether they are ultimate, whether they are worth their hype. And we will also talk about complementary treatments for the facelift to enhance the results. We'll talk about periorbital surgery and also non-surgical technique. And we will also try to unlock the secret to Korean glass skin. It will be an interdisciplinary meeting with dermatologists and plastic surgeons. I think it will be really interesting to work together. Of course, we'll also talk about rhinoplasty, fat transfer, anatomy, and we will also have a great business session with hopefully game-changing business tips. And, I'm looking forward to your presentation on AI.
Oh, yes. I have been tasked to give a talk on practical aspects of AI and not future. Rather, what can AI do today
Yes.
for your practice? So that's
Yeah,
been a
I
lot of
think
fun.
I think all these tips for business and practice should be really practical, and I think this will be one of the most interesting sessions also on Sunday.
Now, I know you're balancing the surgical and the non-surgical aspects of aesthetic face. How do you plan on doing this at the conference? Is it like about half dermatology or non-invasive, half surgical?
Yes, we will have, well, we will not only have surgical and non-surgical sessions, since these two, the treatments are merging more and more, we will have also some interdisciplinary sessions. It's quite funny. We have like, you probably know Dr. Alexis Verpelli is one of the most renowned facelift surgeons. And in the periorbital session, he will talk about all except the surgery. So I think it will be quite interesting because we have 1/3 will be interdisciplinary. We will have, of course, surgical sessions, facelift, and skin sessions, but it will be the most interesting ones will be, I think, the interdisciplinary.
That's great. I look forward to that. Now, South Korea is known for innovative approaches to aesthetic medicine. What can the German doctors learn from their Korean counterparts?
I think a lot. I think it from the surgical aspect, they can learn, of course, the sophisticated surgical technique. But I think Korean plastic surgeons implement a lot more non-surgical procedures into their daily practice than we do now. And I think that's interesting to hear about the innovations for collagen boosters, for new devices to bring the skin boosters into the skin, like needleless injections. And so I think this part is also interesting, and also how they treat their particular anatomy.
And then, speaking from the German side, what can Korean plastic surgeons in the world learn from our counterparts in Germany, both the non-invasive as well as the invasive aspects of aesthetics?
Well, we have also many renowned German and European experts here, and they can share their knowledge. And I think it's maybe also interesting for Korean doctors because, the medical tourism is growing so much in Korea. So maybe it's also interesting to hear about the problems of Caucasian patients, about their skin problems, their needs. And this is also what they can learn from us, maybe. And also what's also an interesting aspect is I think that the beauty ideal in Korea and Germany are quite different. In Germany, everyone wants to just enhance their personality, whereas in Korea, sometimes it's rather a change of your facial structures. And I think that's interesting for both sides to get new inspiration.
Well, that's great. I look forward to learning more at this conference. Now, I noticed on social media, you are now reaching out to the Munich business community, to other German thought leaders and business leaders about this meeting. So what can you tell us so far?
Roy, I didn't expect, but this topic from Korean aesthetic medicine was really a door opener. So everyone I approached, either famous physicians or industry partners, they were all like, Korea, that's so hot, we have to join this meeting. So I was surprised. It was quite easy to access partners, either physicians or industry partners, to get excited and enthusiastic about our meeting.
That's great. I look forward to that. And I know you'll have more announcements closer to the date in February. What are
Yeah.
some of the cutting edge technologies or procedures that you're going to be talking about or showcasing at the German-Korean meeting?
We will have, of course, for the surgical procedures for the face, we will have all our experts will show their latest innovations. We will have, like for rhinoplasty, we have 3D printed implants. We will have for skin rejuvenation, we will get presentations for new products that are not available in Europe yet, but hopefully soon, like Korean polynucleotides. And we have also like an Italian company showing like a brand new product that has come out, I think 2 weeks ago, that should stimulate adipocytes to regenerate. So we'll have quite interesting new injectables, but also new devices for, as I said, to transport the material into the skin, but also we have Dr. Ahn, he will show also his new innovation, like how you can treat hyperpigmentation with cold machines. So I think there will be really very innovative technologies and surgical techniques that we will get to know.
I look forward to that because I definitely see Korea and Europe, especially having more products, more techniques, more devices, which may not be available in the US yet. So I like hearing about it early.
Yeah, I hope our meeting can accelerate maybe some of these innovations because it's also important for us that we can not only learn about it, but we can implement it in our practice.
Yes, that would be awesome. Now, for the German Korean Aesthetic Face meeting, how do you envision your conference bridging cultural differences in beauty standards between Germany or Europe and Korea?
Well, I think some beauty standards are globally the same everywhere. Everyone wants the porcelain skin, the best skin quality, anti-aging. But then we have also, of course, things from Korea that we cannot apply easily to Caucasian skin and vice versa. In these circumstances, I think it's more rather inspiring each other. But I think what is very important for us is that we use more and more, or that it's maybe better to say that the borders between surgery and non-surgical treatments are no longer so clear, and that we can work together. And I think it's also important either for surgeons but also for dermatologists to know what the other ones are doing, even if you don't do everything yourself in your practice, and what we can offer to our patients.
I think that's so great to learn. In terms of networking opportunities, live demonstrations, or workshops, will that be available at the German Korean Aesthetic Face meeting?
Yes, I think we will have around 300 attendees, so it's a meeting of a quite reasonable size. So I think it will be a lot of networking possibilities on site, but we will of course have great social events. We will have a Korean welcome party, and on Saturday a great unforgettable Bavarian Gala evening. I think you will remember this evening for the next years. And for those who can stay longer, we will have a sightseeing tour on Monday. And of course, we will have workshops. We will have specialized sessions like rhinoplasty. Not everyone will attend this session like dermatologists. So at the same time, we will have like live injections for those who don't practice rhinoplasty, for example.
Yeah. So that sounds wonderful to be able to see the leaders, see the experts, do it live, as well as be able to ask them questions and interact with them. So I
Yes,
look forward to
because
that.
it's not a huge meeting, so I think it will be great to make friends and network.
Yes, I look forward to it. And finally, beyond 2025, beyond February 22nd and 23rd in Munich, what is your ultimate vision for the German Korean face aesthetic?
Well, I think it's really all about tightening the ties between Europe and Korea and all over the world, of course. And I think we will continue to do this meeting, maybe elsewhere. And I think it's not only for the physician, but also for the industry. We want to, it's just as I said, maybe accelerate certain developments, share our experience. So my vision is that it continues, maybe every other year, and hopefully that everybody will make a lot of new friends.
I look forward to the new friends part and learning a lot from my colleagues from around the world. So anyway, to all of our viewers and listeners out there, the German Korean Aesthetic Face meeting will be in Munich, Germany, Saturday, February 22nd, and Sunday, February 23rd. Friday the 21st is going to be a welcoming gala Friday night on the 21st, and the conference is on Saturday and Sunday. So I definitely look forward to seeing all of you there. And if you are in Germany or even Europe, definitely stop by. It's a pretty quick visit to Munich. And if you're not in Europe, Munich is just beautiful then, and you'll have a wonderful time, and it's easy to make connections. There are lots of nonstop. So Caroline, is there anything else that you wanted to say?
Roy, I want to say thanks for the support. You and many other friends have supported me so much in preparing this conference. And I would like to thank my really great Congress organizer, Barbara Bird, and her fantastic team for the great job they are doing. And we have so much fun and preparing this. And I think it will be an amazing event for all of you. And looking forward to seeing you there.
I look forward to seeing you as well. Now, please correct me if I'm wrong with the pronunciation of the words, because I don't know much Deutsch. But for goodbye, do I say Auf Wiedersehen?
Very good. You're perfect.
Thank you so much. So until we see you soon, Auf Wiedersehen to everybody out there, and have a wonderful day.
Auf Wiedersehen.